You guys, I am going to turn on my notification, let everyone know that we are on today and that we're going to be crafting, y'all. So don't swipe on this one, but if you guys have not already bookmarked my notification, I would love if you did that so that way you guys get notified when I go live. Hi guys, I'm Jen with Four Hearts ABCs, and we're just gonna do a chat and craft today. I'm working with some of my new printables, and we're just gonna sit and hang out and just get some stuff made up. So welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Um, okay, a couple of things just to get started. We're just gonna need some tools. And I'm just gonna kind of go through what I have gathered here in front of me, and then we're gonna jump in and get started. So just simple tools: bone folder, a pair of scissors. This one is a cutting. This one, you guys, it's the same. It's smaller, but I actually don't have my cutting blade in it because I use it with my bone folder to, you know, get my line and get creases put in things. So I have that over here. I have a couple, like I have a stamp here with lines in it. Great for junk journaling and that kind of stuff. I went and got me some stencils that I'm probably going to use in today's project. So I got those over here. I gathered a bunch of miscellaneous papers and things, some hymnal pages, some old cards. This is some of that really thin paper. I might use some of that. Here's another piece. I think it's called like mulberry paper, but it's got like little fibers and such in it. So I got some of that that I might be using. And we have some dictionary pages here. I've got a little composition notebook. I've already pulled it apart, but just for the paper in there. So I got that. I got some scrapbook paper that kind of coordinated with what I'm working on. Um, some bingo paper. Might use some of that. Bingo cards. So these are some of those vintage bingo cards, and I've grabbed 3 of them because I didn't know which blue I liked the best and which one's going to coordinate. I have a little mat here just with some measurements on it for me. And then I've got some smaller composition books for the paper and such in that. And look at this, you guys. I found this, a whole package of these. They're coffee filters, obviously, but they have a hole in them. Not sure why they have a hole in them, but they do. So going to use that. And possibly do something fun with that one. And other than that, you guys, I just have my prints and such that I'm going to be working with. And let me go ahead and uh, pin the prints as I go along so that you guys can kind of see what it is that I am going to be working with today. Okay, so if you go into my bin, I have a ton of prints in the bin, you guys. But if you go into the bin, you guys will see, you guys can type in at the top sunflower. And if you type in at the top sunflower, you're going to see all of the, oh my goodness, I have something in my eye. You're going to see all of the different things that I'm working with today. I have 3 different sunflower kits that I'm working with. And then, so this one, you guys, this one is brand new. I just put this in earlier this week. This is the rustic sunflower page prints. So this is 15 different prints that are all ready to go for junk journaling. You could put these in a picture frame. There's so many things you could do with these. You can make tags out of them. They're just gorgeous, you guys. I did pre-ink everything for the most part today, you guys. So just know that you know, the edges that you're looking at, they're all pre-inked. My prints come on lightweight cardstock, 110 cardstock, so it's not like flimsy by any means. They are blank on the other side, but we're going to address that as we go along. So this is the, hello Dee, how are you, my friend? So this one is the Rustic Sunflower page prints. Like I said, if you go into the bin, just type in sunflower and you'll see all 3 sets of what I'm working with today. So that's that one. The other one I'm going to be working with you guys is this is the Rustic Sunflower Ephemera set, and there are 12 pages to this one. Now, these are the pieces I did not fussy cut out, you guys. This is what was left over out of what I cut out of those 12 pages. Not too bad. Did get out my scissors and fussy cut, you know. Um, put the little tinies in a baggie here. That's all inked and ready to go. And hello there, little Miss Crafty. You guys, my mod, little Miss Crafty there. Totally awesome. Give her a follow. We've got some tickets here ready to go. Some, oh my goodness. These are little envelope page tucks here. This one's just, this is such a fun kit, you guys. Some really cute tags, large tags, you guys. And then we've got this large envelope. So we're going to work with that as well. So that is the Rustic Sunflower Ephemera kit. Okay, so those we're going to work with. So I'll set those aside, you guys. And then this one is where we're going to start. Okay, this is the kit that I actually have pinned at the bottom of the page. This is the first one that I put together. And so, y'all, this is the only thing in here that is not part of this kit, you guys. And these are just little numbers that I just cut out of a different kit I have in there. I think it's vintage numbers, I think is what it's called. So, okay, so I'm going to set those aside, but I guess cut those out and stuck them in there. Here's our kit, you guys. This thing is so much fun. And I did kind of pre-plan most of this part of it. Let me see if I can get my fingers out of this. Okay, so this, you guys, is all I have left of the 8 pages that come with this that I did not fussy cut out. Because I'll be honest, I'm not a fussy cutter, you know. I mean, it's needed because these pieces are cool, but that's not really what I enjoy doing. So, so I didn't fussy cut everything out, but I did fussy cut some things. And let me set this over here out of the way. Okay. This piece right here, you guys, I'm just going to share with you guys real fast. So these pieces, they have like rough edges around some of them. Like you could see on this one here, this little tag, it's kind of, it's not smooth, right? And so how do we accomplish that? You know, what I like to do is take my scissors and then I just kind of wiggle as I go along. I just kind of wiggle. It doesn't have to be perfect, my friends. You know, we're going to ink the edges of this and it's going to hide any of those imperfections. And just like that, now it's got all that rough texture and we're ready to go. So we'll ink that. And and I have all of these extra pages or extra pieces I haven't already pre-planned for. Aren't they pretty? So good. So we have those to play with, but let's jump in, y'all. Let's jump in. So I'm using Fabrifix, you guys. I get it from the lobby. I've also heard it called Fabri-Tac before. But you can use a glue stick. You can use, you know, tape runner, whatever. I do find, though, that the tape runner sometimes, thanks for the share, my friends. The tape runner sometimes, you guys, it doesn't want to stay in place over time. Those kinds of things will come apart. And if you're going to be making a junk journal, we know our junk journals, a lot of the times they are they're going to be manipulated and touched a lot. And so we want them to stay in place. So I did pre-cut, pre-ink, and pre-score all of my pieces, you guys. So bear with me as I go along here. And so this kit that I'm working with is pinned at the bottom. And I did kind of pre-plan, like I said, a little bit here. And I know that I'm backwards for you guys. And let's see if I can move the camera just a smidge. I know that I'm backwards for you guys, so you know, but it's just sunflower, so you'll get the gist. Okay, this one here, it comes blank on the other side, beautiful on this side, 110 cardstock, and so I pre-scored this so that it would fold up nice, and it does have the score line already put on there for you. And here is where your bone folder comes into play, if I can remember where I set mine. Look at that. I'm already losing my stuff, y'all. It is easily done here with me. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Okay, well, when all else fails, you grab your scissors. There we go. The bone folder is here somewhere. I know it is. Okay. And then this one. And I did, you guys, if you are cutting out these prints and you don't know exactly, thank you for sharing, my friend, and you don't know exactly what you're going to be doing with these prints, I tend to ink both sides just to make sure that I know what I want to do with them and stuff. And so there we go. I love this. I think it's so cute. So what I was thinking about doing with this is I want to have a little embellishment on here. I think I wanted to go this way. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I don't think there's a top or a bottom. Okay, so what I wanted to do is put this in here. And so these little cards come already like pre-sized for the most part. But you don't have to keep them that size. If they don't work for you, then, you know, make it work for you. So I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to kind of see what side I like better. Okay. Going to find a sizing that works better for me. I'm going to mark it and then I'm going to cut it so that it will actually fit where I want it to fit. So let's do that real fast. So what are you guys doing today? How was your guys' 4th? We did not much. We had gone to the beach the day before the 4th. And so we didn't do much, you know. It was loud. Oh, hey, you know. We live up in the woods, so we always like pray that no one's going to do fireworks, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I just inked that edge that was now not finished, and you guys, I did not I couldn't, for some reason I can't find the I cannot find the ink color that I was using originally, because that's how crafting works around here, right? So we're just rolling with it. Okay, so before I glue this down, my friends, I'm going to do something with this white blank here, okay? So what I wanted to do, you could glue on some, extra paper. You know, I might do that on some of these. You can glue, you could print on the other side if you wanted to, like, get it when you get these prints, because they are cardstock size. You could totally just you could get them and you can put them in your printer and print something on the other side if you want. You know, there's so many options. But what I'm going to do, I wanted to play with the whole idea of the numbers, like what I'm going to be adding on and stuff. So I'm just going to take this, and I don't even remember where I found this. This is probably like a Temu um, purchase or something, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just going to, it's just a stencil, you know, nothing major, but I'm just going to kind of take my ink and just, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just adding in some different elements to your page to decorate it up, give it some more background, get rid of that white blank slate, so to say. So did anybody go do anything fun? In years past, we've gone to the coast and watched the fireworks off of the beach, which is really cool. But it's gotten really expensive. And I thought about going to the beach today instead of the other day. But I know me, and I cannot, oops, stay in place, please. I cannot go to the beach and not clean up the trash. And in years past, when I've gone after the 4th, that's what I spend my morning doing, is cleaning up the trash. You would not believe the amount of trash people leave on the beach. It's just sad. Okay, so now that I did that, ta-da! Look at how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. And there we have a page that's ready to go. Now I feel like I can add my pieces on. So I'm gonna add this down here in the corner or the bottom as like a little pocket. So I'm gonna take my glue and add just a little bit on these corners. Again, I inked both sides of all of my papers that I didn't know what I was going to do with them. So like this pocket I'm gluing, you can see there's ink on the back side. I didn't need ink on the back side, but I did it anyways because I didn't know, was it going to be a journaling card? Was it going to be like, what was I going to do with it? You know what I mean? So there is that piece there. Okay. I want this to be the little journaling card for that to go in or go right there. And then this piece I thought would be really cute, just kind of added on over here, just to add some dimension. So I'm gonna put that up on there. And be aware though, this is gonna stick up over the top, so I don't want to put the glue all the way up on this one. There we go. And I want to be aware of my crease here because I don't want to stop my envelope from being able to be folded. Okay, that's cute. And that could tuck right in there. And then I think I need just a little something extra over here. And that's where these numbers come into play. That's cute. I'm going to ink that up real fast. That's where these numbers are going to come into play. They're just little extras. So I like to ink my edges. It kind of hides the imperfections, and you know, because like we're not going to cut that perfect. You know, these are fussy cuts. They don't get cut perfect, and no one will even know with that inking on there. So let's put that one on there. There we go. Let's add that. And okay, so the last thing I want to do before I feel like this is done is I do want to add something to this. This side you could add if you wanted, but remember you want it to be able to slide in and out pretty easily. But this back side, you could leave that totally fine to leave that blank and, you know, journal on it, freehand, whatever. But I love to add a little bit of a guide to my journaling. And so I'm going to take this stamp. I just got it at like Michael's or something from Recollections. And I'm going to ink that up and we're going to add that in. Now, when I do my inking on this, because I am making this kind of, I'm making it, you know, kind of a rustic journal. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's, you know, it's okay if the ink is not perfectly put on there. If I don't get ink on every little bit. Okay, here we go. So, let's rub that down. Pull it up. There we go. So now I have, you know, little lines on my card. Should not, it shouldn't be like, you know, it should dry pretty quick, but I always like to give it a little extra just in case. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! So that one's done. That's done. It's ready to go. Pretty easy, pretty cute. Okay, so for this section here, I thought that it would be nice to actually have like a little pamphlet of paper here that we could make this like a little real journaling spot. So I have this paper that I got out of this little booklet. And so I'm going to, I'm just going to make this a paper section here. So I'm just going to mark where I want to cut. So we don't need to cut all that. Let's see. If I cut there and I cut here, there we go. That'll be good. So let's do that. Let's cut that up. So how is everyone today? What's everyone doing on this Sunday? My husband's out grilling some hot dogs for the boys and him to enjoy today. My daughter's at work. My other son is at work. And I'm crafting. So we're working with the sunflowers today, but you guys, I have a lot of different prints in there that if sunflowers is not your theme, is not your what you want to work with, there's so much in there you could do. Okay, so now let's get a general idea of where I want to cut this one. I think I want that one off. Okay. So that it fits in the spot, right, y'all? Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. How that turned out so good, Little Miss Crafty. She was talking about she did the summer fashion uh prints and the folio, and she just made the cutest folio with it. So cute. Okay. So here's what you could do. With this, you could totally you could staple it. I don't have a stapler with me right now, but you could staple that in place. You could do all kinds of different things, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this in place and call it, call it good. So I'm just going to put a bead of glue and then place it. And I could ink. I'm an eyeballer, y'all. So I could ink every one of these pages and make them all sorts of fancy, but I'm not going to do that. Just plain paper works just fine for me for this. Not everything has to be 100% done because it's a junk journal, right? Junk journal. We don't have to have it perfect. So, okay. And I'm just putting like the smallest amount of glue on this. It doesn't have to be a lot. But you just want enough that when you're flipping it up, it's not going to you know, it's not going to just come apart. So, oh my goodness. I feel like my allergies are just really acting up today. But my husband was burning out in the fire pit last night. The kids and him uh, did s'mores and stuff like that last night, and the smoke was coming in through my window, and I think that might be what what affected my allergies. So like that, my nose just seemed a little yicky this morning. I say morning, but it's well into the afternoon here. I'm in Southern Oregon, y'all. Um, where are you guys watching from? I know my kids were looking at all the different things that were coming across from across the country last night and all the celebrations. How fun. Okay, you guys, there we go. So, I do know that this is a little extra long, and I may do something a little bit different with this because it does have a fold line there, but, oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I want to be in Florida. So what I think I'm gonna do is let's take this and I'm gonna score this again, just next to a little bit of. See, now we're gonna need my bone folder that I cannot seem to locate, y'all. Why is it that we lose all of our goods? You know, as soon as we set them down, they're gone. I gotta think outside the box here on what I'm gonna use as a bone folder here. Okay, I think I got this. I'll just use a ruler. Press down, just don't cut through the paper. And there we go. We've scored it. It's good. I got this. Okay. There we go. Improvise, right? Okay. So now, there we go. And then we're going to give that a little bit of a burnish. Ink it because, of course, I cannot have an edge not inked, right? Does that bug anyone else? It bugs me when my edges are not all inked. If one edge is inked, all of them have to be inked. Okay, so now we have like a little lip. Isn't that nice? So now when this folds, it gives a little bit of room. So there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. So what I want to do to this, to get this part looking nice and finished, is I think, let's see. Try to think what I want to do because it is a little bit longer. And oh, I know what I want to do. It's a little bit longer, and I don't want it just white. So we're going to use this because I want to use this in another spot with these prints. So this will work out perfect. I'm going to line it up, trying to. Oh, I have two pieces here. Yo, I have two pieces here. Let's see which one I like better. Which one? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay. There we go. I'm going to try to save as much of this as I can because I hate wasting paper. Right? Okay. Now I'm going to cut that out and then we're going to ink it. We're going to glue it once. And it's going to be awesome. Now, you guys, I don't have a clue what I'm doing with these pieces. I'm just making pieces that eventually will go into a journal of some sort. I don't really have a plan for this. So, um, I mean, why not, right? We got it. Let's just use it. Put some ink, some glue up on there. Don't want that to come up, so here we go. Boy. There we go. Secure that down. You know what? I probably should have inked that edge before I put it down, but that's okay. I didn't do it. Now it's done. Okay, so I do have a little bit over the edge, which is fine. I'd rather have it over the edge and trim it than have it short and looking weird on the other side. You know what I mean? So we'll just trim that up. Well, hi, Chris. How are you today, hon? How was your 4th? Everybody safe and sound? I know that my kids were just talking about your home state. They were looking at the Nashville celebration last night and they were like, oh, we totally should have gone to Nashville. They had the party going on. I was like, you know what? There wasn't a single place, y'all, in the United States that I would have wanted to go and deal with the crowds. I'm just saying. Not a single place. So, um, okay, so we are just working on a junk journal. And we're working with my prints, and I'm just putting some stuff together, and we're just having fun today because I've been working on this, you guys, for a while. Like I got the prints made up, and then I loaded them, and then I printed them, and then I've been cutting them out and inking them as I go. And I even went when I went to the coast the other day. Um, I was like, okay, I'm totally going to bring my prints. So I was inking these while I was gone. So there we go. There's the first one done. So cute. I love it. It's adorable. It's ready to be like tucked in or maybe secured in to your journal. So many things, so many ways you could use this. This one comes out. You could journal on the back, all the things. And you could add more, like you could add something on this side or, all the things. But right now, this is perfect the way it is. So I'm going to leave that one alone and move on to the next. And so here we go. Um, the next one is this one here. Okay, so I already creased it, and I believe I wasn't going to do anything to this side for right now, but this side I had this planned. So let me get this flipped over, and we're gonna play. Okay. Okay, so this kit comes with. Let me move these out of the way, y'all. Never enough room, right? Never enough room when you're crafting. Okay, so I have these 3 pieces that were part of this kit. So I'm going to secure this piece down, this little pocket. I want this tag to tuck right in there. And then I thought I would decorate the tag up with this cute little card. So let's work on that. And then I also think maybe we'll do a treatment on this. Let's do something on this page to fancy it up a little bit. Here we go. Let's do something. What are we going to do? Let's grab a hymnal sheet, y'all. Let's grab a hymnal sheet and just attach that on there. We Three Kings. Well, I don't really want to do that one because I like that one. And I want to make sure I have that for the holidays. Okay, just kidding. Let's see. there we go. We'll do this one. This one will be good. Okay, so, hey, Austin, would you turn that fan down just a little bit? Or Caleb, will you turn that fan down just a little bit for me, please? Okay, so I'm just going to secure this down. It's just blowing a little hard.
It's not gonna go any lower.
It's not gonna go
already.
Oh, it's at 1. Okay, then will you just put it on the floor? Sorry, y'all. It's warm in here, so I had them turn a fan on, but it's like blowing my papers around and maybe even getting my ink dried or my glue dried a little fast. Okay, there we go. Secure that on down. And you guys, I do have these hymnal sheets if you're interested in my bin. I love old hymnal sheets. They are great to craft with. They just add a special touch to your projects. There we go. Okay. That one's on there. Let's ink up the edges. You gotta ink everything before we move on, right? Ink it all up. So if y'all would love, you guys, I would love it if you would bookmark my upcoming shows. We always have a lot going on here at Four Hearts ABCs. Okay, I think I want to go one step further on this before I add on that next piece. I think I want to add on another stencil. Let's see. Watch, I like that one. Okay, let's do this one. Kind of looks like a postage. That's what it's supposed to look like, a little postage. Let's go off a little bit. Here we go. Because of course we can't leave anything just the way it came. Why would we do that? There we go, you guys. Just add a little something, just a little something. Okay. Can't just leave it the way it came. That's not. Okay, so now I want to secure this piece down over here. And when you're doing those, make sure that you are just getting the edges. So that whatever you tuck in your pocket will be snagged up or will have the space it needs. Okay. Like I said, I'm an eyeballer. I'm not gonna get out a measuring device to put this in place. I'm just gonna secure it in. And this glue is a little forgiving. It does like let you reposition, but it also dries pretty quickly, so that's pretty nice. So, okay, let's work on our little tag here. Caleb, where'd that crocodile go? The little thing I had you get out of the package. Y'all, I'm gonna use my crocodile for the first time ever. I'm so excited. So excited. I've never used it before. Okay, I want this, I think, to be a pocket as well. So I'm going to secure this down, but I'm going to only do the 3 sides so we can have another tuck spot. Go. So there we go. Okay, y'all. Y'all might have to help me if I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
I've never used it before. Let's see. I mean, I got an idea of how it works. I mean, you just take it and you just punch your hole, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go, y'all. Just want to make sure I'm getting the right one. Oh, there's the hole punch. See it? I see it now, y'all.
I used it when I opened it.
He used my tool before I did. You guys believe that? What? Okay. Just kind of wanting to try to make sure I get it where I want it. Haha! Look at that beautiful hole. I mean, yeah, it's close to perfect. It's close. Close enough for the project I'm working on, right? Who needs it to be perfect? Okay. There we go. And then I don't know, I'll probably add something to that. I'll probably add, oh, this would be good in there. Wait, it goes this way. Oh, see, there's our tuck there. Oh, there we go. Wait, I got this. Look at these cuties. I got all these too. We could do those. What do we want to do, y'all? What do we want to do? We could do all of these. Okay, we've got stuff. We got stuff we could tuck. So we'll do that. Okay, what am I doing next? What's the next step here? To grab my paper. That's the next step, y'all. There we go. So that'll go in there. That'll tuck just like that. How cute is that? Okay. Then we have this side here. And look at how beautiful this paper is, y'all. Like, isn't that so pretty? This is good enough and it's thick enough. It could be the outside cover of your project. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I just have all these beautiful prints and I'm like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to play. I'm going to do something. So, okay. So here's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to leave this blank for right now. I may end up just putting, like the lined stamp on there or something else, but we're going to leave it as it is right now. And the only thing I want to do is fold this over because I already did the, I already scored it. So now it's ready to be folded like so. Okay. So that's ready to go. Super cute. Love that. Okay. Now let's move on to the next page. Here's this beauty. Okay. So this one, this comes, already ready to go. I love it. I think this is so good. And so I thought, we'll just make this a big pull out. And so this is going to be made into a pocket again. So let's glue that in place. And you guys, if you're loving this kit that I'm using, it is pinned at the bottom of the page. It's printed on 110-pound cardstock, so it's thick and durable, so you could use it however you want. Okay. Then I wanted to stick this one down in there and add a little bit extra. So let's get this one on there. Again, this is one of those fussy cuts that come with this set. And y'all, I'm not a fussy cutter, and this wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. So I'm going to be mindful of my edge here. Okay. And I was going to put this here with it, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking I'm going to set that aside. I think I'm going to do something a little bit smaller with this. Maybe I like the number 4 going on there. I think that might be a little bit better. So we'll do that. Well, hello, Lolly. How are you, my friend? It's been a little while. How are you? Okay, eking up the edges here because we can't leave any undone edges. I'm good. I'm just, just trying to get something accomplished today, just feeling like I just need to get into the craft world. So we're just working with some of my prints and getting something pretty made. Making a little collage on this page here. Okay. I like it. I like it, you guys. Okay. Now this will tuck right in there. Okay. And what I want to do is, let's see. I think, oh, I've been dying to use this paper, y'all. So let's do that. Let's just use it. So I should have gotten some, isn't this pretty? It's like, I don't know. I should have gotten some water. I didn't. So I'm just gonna rip it, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna rip it.
You can use your tongue.
I'm not using my tongue.
Not.
Because this isn't the type of paper you just use your tongue on, just saying. Okay, so there we go. I'm just gonna like do that number. I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I'm gonna see what it's like to see if this will ink at all. I mean, I don't know. I've never used it before. Kinda, maybe a little bit. Boy, I don't know. Maybe it won't even show up, but I'm gonna give it a go anyways. We're gonna just do a little bit here. See how that. Oh, you guys, look at this. Hold on, I got an idea. It's coming together. Coming together. Look at that. You crinkle it up, and then it just hits those high spots on the crinkle. Ooh, that's good. Crafted on the fly, y'all. That's how we do it. My kids are making fun of me. They're like, Mom, you're crazy. It's true. Okay. All right. So that is going to go here. So what I think I'm going to do is just move it just off a smidge. You see that? See how I'm doing that number there? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Whoop. If I hold it still, okay, off just a little bit, and I'm going to go around that edge. That's going to be my guide, y'all. Okay. So I'm about to get messy. Hey, can somebody bring me a wet paper towel? Because my fingers are about to get messy. There we go. And then fast, quick, put this on. Put it in place, y'all. Put it in place. There we go. Ta-da! Look at that. How cute. Like I knew what I was doing, y'all. Like I knew what I was doing. Okay. Thank you. There we go. I love it. That adds just a little bit of something extra to that. How cute is that? There we go. Now this is a little bit of a snug fit, but I think that once it goes in and out a couple of times, it's going to be just fine. Okay, let's punch a hole in this thing. Let's punch a hole in it. See if I can actually do it right this time, because last time I think I was a little off. My son's making fun of me, y'all. Oh, see, look. I was good that time. I got it. Okay. Look at that. I can do it. Okay. So I'll add some ribbon to that. I might just leave this back blank and just let, you know, free form writing on there or whatever. But we also could take another piece of this ephemera and tuck it in with it. You know what I mean? So that's ready to go, y'all. This here, again, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but here's this back page. Isn't this gorgeous? I think it is. So here is the plan for this one. Um, this goes there, that goes there. Okay. Had to remember what I was working with here. Okay, so I have these little pieces. I got a bee, another little tag here. Get these out of the way. And a little jar. And then this is another one of those banners. I thought this would be so cute on this page. Yeah. So, actually, I think I'm going to go over here because, okay, hear me out. If I want this to be a free-formed writing page, if this is on the other side, this is going to add bulk. So I think I want it just over here to be, you know, empty and this to have more bulk to it on this side. So this is the side I'm going to work with here. And what I'm going to do first is I am going to fold this. I already scored it, so my fold is ready to go. I was like, oh Lord, I lost another thing. No, I found it. Thought I lost my scissors. There we go. I'm going to ink this because I want to make sure I could see. Oh, that would be a fun question. Yeah, who's made a junk journal before? I love junk journaling. You know, I come from the scrapbooking world. That was where I started my home-based business. And you know, when you're scrapbooking, there's the rules of, you know, you have to use acid free and it has to be this and it has to be that. It's a little more rigid. And it took me a hot minute to get into junk journaling. And now that I'm there, I love the fact that you could just use whatever, however, like the rules have been taken away and I love that. Okay. So you guys, this is a different color than what I used around the edges and I can't of course find the same color. So I'm just going to kind of use it a little bit here and there just to kind of tie the new color in a little bit and blend it all together. So you see me kind of being crazy like that. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So now I actually have that edge and I know where my halfway point is. I'm an eyeballer, but you still have to make sure you're doing it right. And you want to make sure that you want to make sure you have your top correct when you're placing your pieces. Okay, so this piece here, y'all, here's my idea for this was I love the idea of making this into a like a flip up little journal. So again, I really wish I had my bone folder because that was an awesome. I'm going to take this and I'm going to score it at, I think I'm going to score it at the 1/2 inch mark. I want it scored at the 1/2 inch mark. Where did I put the? There it is. My son's doing dishes and he's trying to break them all, y'all. Okay, here we go. We're just going to use this ruler as a bone folder because you use what you got, right? Okay. So, now that I've scored that, so now I need to measure. I want this to be, oh, well, that's not the way I need to do it. There we go. So I need 4 and a, let's say 4 1/4. Let's go 4 1/4. Let me write it down on a piece of paper because y'all know I ain't gonna remember. Okay, 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. So we're gonna go 3. Let's see, 3 1/4. All right, that's our size. That's what we need. So I have 2 options here, y'all. I can do, well, 3 actually. I can do the same paper I had here and reuse this or use this again. Or I found these 2 different sizes of composition. papers as well. And so I could use these. I think this is too small. That's because with the rounded edges, I think that's too small. This one, oh, I think this is going to be perfect, y'all. If I get rid of the rounded corners, yeah, this one's going to be perfect. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these pages out. Oh my goodness, you guys, when should I start? Tell me in the comments. When should I start doing Halloween and fall crafts, y'all? Like, I have them ready to go and I'm all sorts of excited and geared up to start doing them, but I know not everybody's ready for that. So, when do you guys think? When are you guys ready to start playing with those things? I know we're doing Christmas in July right now, and guys, I'm just taking the stitching out of this. We're doing Christmas in July right now, and I've been working on some Christmas prints, and oh my goodness, it's exciting. It's exciting. As a crafter, it's exciting to jump into the next season, you know. But not everybody's ready, and I get that, you know, as we're sitting here in, you know, hot weather, and but you know, you craft in the hot weather, dreaming of the cooler weathered times, you know. We're almost there, you guys. I probably should have brought my finer point scissors out with me to do these, but we got it. Okay. So now that that's taken apart, 1, 2, 3, I think 6 pages will be enough. We don't want to add too much bulk, you know what I mean? So get my cutter and let's cut off this little edge first. I'm just going to go right next to that. We don't want to lose too much. Okay. So I needed it to be 3 1/4. And you guys want to make sure you have a really sharp blade when you're doing this. I mean, you could do it with scissors and all, but if you're going to go through this many layers, make sure you have a sharp blade. Mine is brand new. I was in Arizona for a while, and I couldn't stand it. I wanted to play with things that I had gotten, and so I decided to go buy a brand new cutter while I was there, even though I didn't need one. Okay, so now that I have this cut the size that I need it, we are going to secure it to this here. Okay, so here we go. This is going to, let's get out our new handy dandy. You guys, I laugh because this is not new. This Crop-A-Dile I have had for probably, oh, I probably want to go down further. I think I've had this thing for 3 years now, and I just barely took it out of the package. Because, you know, we're crazy like that. I was like, yay, I'm finally using it. Okay. So it doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. I mean, you just get her in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is mark. There we go. Maybe over a smidge. I'm going to mark this like that. And somewhere here, I brought a pokey tool. Not the awl that I should have, though. You know what I mean? But a poker, nonetheless. So I could poke a hole. And line those up. And then I brought out my thing of what do I want to use here? Brad's. Do I like this color with that? Is that no? That's not the right color, y'all. It's just not. It's not gonna go. Okay. Don't want to use black. I like the brown. Like, but did I make my hole too big? No, I think that'll work. Okay, I think that'll work. So I'm just gonna do eyelets. Okay. Just open them up. Now, of course, I blended them all together, so now I gotta find the ones that are actually the same color. I appreciate you guys watching today, joining me. Oh, they're like shifting. Ah, don't shift. Okay. Okay, and you can add glue, you guys. You can add glue to the paper again, like I did on the first packet that I did. Okay, ta-da! And now let me crease this where I had it. Now this will flip up, and you can journal. How cute! Okay, we're gonna add glue, and we're gonna put that in place. Let's do it. And I'm gonna get a little bit extra there in the eyelets. I want to make sure those stick down really well. And eyeballing. That looks perfect right there. Stick her down. I said this does take just a second to dry. It's not like super fast, but it doesn't take forever either, which is really nice. Okay. Maybe I need to stick something heavy on it for a minute, so we'll do some DIY glue. We'll just stick some DIY glue on there. Stick it down and hold it in place. I guess if I shift it a little bit, y'all can see better. Okay. Now let's add on our little cute embellishments, you guys. So I have this cutie that I cut out. That's part of the cut aparts. There we go. You could make this into a teeny tiny pocket if you guys really wanted to. It's big enough for that if you wanted to do that. I'm not going to, just because that wasn't part of my plan. But that would have been a cute idea. Like, you could even have this tucking in and out, you know what I mean? But okay, and then we're gonna add this little card up next to it. It's all about layering, you guys. Layering and dimension, and that's part of why you ink your little ephemera pieces, because that helps with the dimension that it gives with the layering. And then we're going to add this little bee here that's kind of fits in with the rule of 3, you know, 3 elements going together in a cluster. For, you know, the number 3 is pleasing to the eye for some reason. So our little bee, he's just going to go right there, anchoring that down. And just like that, it's done. We've got it. We've got it, y'all. And if this for some reason doesn't want to secure right, I could always go in and add a little bit more glue. But there we go, y'all. There we go. We've got a little flip. Isn't this cute? I love it. I thought it was so good. Okay, so we've got this side. We've got that side. I'm going to add, you know, some ribbon there. This one's done, y'all. Another one down. Okay, so as far as this kit goes, we have a couple more pieces that actually go together. And these are just little extras. This one here, this little envelope. Now you could, I already scored it. You could glue this and you could glue this right into your journal, right? Glue it right into your journal. But this side is so pretty. So maybe this is going to be like a little corner tuck and you can pull it out and play with it, right? You have that option. But it's up to you what you want to do. I'm going to put, look at this nastiness. Why does the glue do that? Okay. I'm going to put some glue here. Smear around glue. And here. And then this, if I didn't stick my finger in it, goes right on there. Now you got your cute little envelope. Now you can put whatever you want in there. If you wanted to leave this open like this and put something else cute here, you could put paper, you could put whatever, then you could put like that in there and have it just be, or if you had a smaller piece you could put in there. You could cut these down. I mean, this doesn't have to be this big and you could have that in there. You know what I think I'm going to do? This piece I don't want to use, but I have these three here. These would be really cute little journaling cards. So maybe I'm going to put those three in there. Like it was meant to be, right? Okay. So that's going to go in there. And then I have these. They're old. They're from Close to My Heart. The hook and loop pieces here. And I'm just going to take one set, loop them together. I'm going to take one set here and use that as my closure on this. You could put a, let me see. You could glue this, let's say, down here and make it where it just flips past that, and you could tuck that back in. You could totally do that. You could leave it like it is. You could put an eyelet and secure it that way. You could tie a string around and secure it that way. There's so many ways you can secure something like this. I'm going to use this little hook and loop because I have it, and let go. Now it wants to stick to my finger. Let's see. I want it to go right there. And then on this side, oh my goodness, y'all. The struggle is real. Okay. Is it even? I think that's pretty even. Down it goes. I've committed. It's down. So now we've got a little Velcro tuck and open. I might do like a little something, on this, like a little thin ribbon to pull these out with, but there we go. Now we've got another little piece here. So cute. Put that to the side. And then this is like the last official piece to this. And y'all, I am not good at this part of the process. So bear with me as I do this, but we're gonna do it, y'all. We're gonna do it. This is thicker cardstock though, so this is part of why I'm like, let me see if I can cut through it. There we go. I scored it, cut it. There we go. And I'm just gonna cut this little window out. I could have probably done this with my paper trimmer. Now that I'm thinking about it, you don't have to use scissors, but I've already committed to this, so that's what we're gonna do. When you think about something after the fact. Okay. Here we go. And we're there. Okay. Just like that. Now we get our ink. So there are a lot of elements just to this one kit, and then there are 2 other kits available that you can add to this. This really could make a full journal all to itself. And then I have a couple of other prints that I think could tie in and be really cute. Okay, so there's this piece here. There's also this little card here. I did already ink the edges, but again, since I have a different color ink, I'm gonna just give it a little extra. I did do the back side here because this is gonna be exposed. And then there's this piece here as well. And nothing on the back side of that one. And then I have this little tag here as well. Okay, so those are the pieces I'm working with. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece and glue this to this, okay? And I'm going to just glue just on the edges of this. So here we go. Just the tiniest bit of glue. We don't need much. If I could get it to come out. Okay. And then this goes on to this piece here. As close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Because it's junk journaling, right? Okay. There we go. Now, I think what I want to do is I want to add, because we have these 4 little spots here. I'm going to add some little brads to that. I just have to find the right color. I want the brown, you know. I have like a, let's see, an antique silver type nickel in here, and I don't want that color. Okay, so make sure there's no glue. What did I do with that pokey tool? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now I'm just going to poke. I mean, you can poke with your brads, but when it's 2 layers of cardstock, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, okay, one more. Maybe. Get in there. There we go. Okay. That out of the way. Okay, so now these could go through. And you guys, when you're like this and you're right up against that edge, like you don't want to butterfly that, right? And it'll be sticking out over the edge. Just completely go with both to one side. Just go to one side with both. And that way it won't show if you, I mean, because that's not a good look. If I can get my fingers to do it right. Thank you guys so much for being with us today, enjoying a Sunday with us as we're going through and making some cute prints up and making some pieces for, I don't know, maybe an upcoming journal or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with these things yet. Okay, one more. All right, there we go. Okay, so now that we have this part done, and this could be glued to the back of something, or you can you could cover those up if they bother you, whatever you want to do. Now this piece here, this actually goes, maybe, if I could get my fingers to work right. It should fit in there. Uh-oh. Y'all, it doesn't fit now. Ah! My brads have it too tight. Okay, we're not going to do that then. Does this one fit? There we go. That one fits. We're going to do that number. So, and then this one, I might do as like a back tuck instead. Maybe that one will set aside. Okay, so there's this. Let's go ahead and punch that hole with our crocodile. Let's get that hole punched. I'll add some ribbon in there. Y'all, why did I wait so long to bust this tool out? I don't even know. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to add some ribbon into that, and there we go. That one's ready to go. And then let's add just a little something extra. This is one of the fussy cuts as well. I think I'm just going to add this one on there like so. Cute little key. Okay. Okay. And I'm just wanting to make sure, I'm going to pull this out. I just want to make sure that I don't glue in that little window. I don't want that to, okay, good. There's no glue on that part. But I want to make sure it is stuck down on here. Okay. That'll go right in there, like that. How pretty is that? That's gorgeous. Okay, so I did think though, like one key is kind of sometimes a little weird. So I do have some other keys that I could add on here. Like I could punch a hole here, add some string, and string on some other keys to this. Right? Some dangles. Yeah, like there are options, y'all. There are options here. So we can that one's a little too close to that though. Oh, here we go. I like this one. This is it. This is the winner. Okay, I love this one. So I think I want to dangle that and this one together and do a set of 3. How cute will that be? So we will get that dangle put on there, and then that's ready to rock and roll on a page somewhere at some point. So that's what's going to happen with that beauty. Okay, let's set that aside. We've got that. Y'all, we're getting down to it. We're getting down to it. Okay, now that is what comes in the kit that is pinned at the bottom of the screen. I want to do another little project real fast with y'all. So that kind of coordinates. So I just, saw this, somebody made this on a video on YouTube, and so we're going to do it. Okay, so I just found a piece of cardstock or scrapbook paper, single-sided, that, coordinated really well. I cut it at 10.5 by 8 inches. Okay, 10.5 by 8 inches. So now that I have that cut, I am going to fold it in half this direction. Okay. And then I'm going to take it and I want to go and fold it again. And it doesn't matter which direction you fold it. That part doesn't matter. I'm going to fold it again with 3 inches on this side here. So let's see. I go here to the 3. There's my, let's see. Well, I got to think this through. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Close enough. I mean, it's pretty close. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's pretty close. To 3. So we go 3 that direction. Okay. And then now that we have it folded twice, now we're going to take this piece here, open it back up, and we're going to fold this piece to the inside line here. Okay, fold that piece there. We're going to tack that down. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to cover that. Let's just grab a, is that big enough? Just barely, y'all. Like it was meant to be. Let's see. Ooh, that one's even better. I don't have to cut as much of this one. Okay, we're just going to take this and use this instead. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down on here. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you guys for joining today. We're just working with our prints and making up some beautiful things. There we go. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut off that extra. There we go. And then I'm just going to ink it up real quick. Get everything nice and inked. You really only have to ink up your outside edges. That's all that's really going to show on this. Okay. How is everyone today? What are you guys doing? How was your 4th? Oh, I might need to trim on some of the edges now that I'm thinking about it. Just to make sure that they're evened up, but we'll do that in a second. And I like to go and just make sure my edge is nice and inked just in case anybody sees it. So this is going to show on this side. So we'll want to ink that up. There we go. Okay. So then we just fold it all back together like that. And I do have a little bit showing up here. Might need to just fold that a little bit better. Oh, yes. We have lots of bundles we're creating for that train, you guys. That train is going to be so good. So fun. Okay. There we go. But ink that a little bit more on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to ink this corner, this side here. I just like all my edges to be finished and looking cute. Okay, and just in case, we're going to ink this side over here too, because we never know what we're going to do with these journals, right? Or these little pieces, how they're going to fit in our journal, where we're going to do with them. Okay, don't like that showing. We're going to just trim that a smidge. And ink it up. Okay, there we go. Now here's where you get to make some decisions, you guys. So there we go. This one, we're definitely going to close this here and here, right? But so let's ink that real fast. We're going to ink this little piece right here. We're going to close that up, and yeah, we're going to close that up. Sorry, I had to think for just a second if that's what I was wanting to do. We're just close this little piece right here up. Okay. Just on that little edge. Okay. Now we can either leave this as a tuck here, which I probably will do. So, but we also, here's where the decision gets to be made. I could either make this a tuck here on the side, so we have a double tuck this way, or I can make it a tuck from the top this way. I think I want to do the top tuck here and the side tuck here. So I'm going to, can't completely open it up, can I? I'm going to go and glue this side over here down. Secure that in. Okay. Get glue everywhere. Fixing this stuff just like rubs off, right? Okay. So there's that side's now glued. I'll probably need to ink that a little bit better. Clean that up. But, and now I want to, so this will be a top tuck up here. Okay. That'll open up and that'll be a spot to put something. And then I want to make this a side tuck. So I'm going to secure the bottom and the top. Oops. Okay, here we go. So now we have a little pocket. And so these pieces now can go in there, you guys. Like all these extra pieces that we had left over, we can add ribbon to the tops. We can, whatever we want to do. And those pieces are all now put together. Okay, so you guys, this has been like amazing. I'm so loving this kit so far. So besides this one piece of scrapbook paper here that was extra, we made this piece. We've got this one here with all the little pieces in there. We've got this here with these pieces, the little, here we go. There's that one. I don't. We've got this one here with the little side tuck here. And we also have, you guys, a little side tuck right here. Let's see, what should we put in there? Let's just put one of these little pieces of paper in there for right now. Yeah, we'll just tuck something like that to show it off. Okay. And then nothing on the back side because it's beautiful paper. We didn't want to cover it up. Then we have this here. that opens up. We added on the little paper. We've got our little journaling card here. Isn't that so cute? Okay, and then lastly, we're gonna add some keys to this, but we've got this one. It's got the little tuck out. So I need to add some ribbon and things like that. But you guys, this is all one kit, you guys. It's tagged at the bottom or pinned at the bottom of the screen. And you know, almost everything comes with it. You need a few extra little bits if you want to add on like the extra papers and things like that. But for the most part, this thing is ready to go. All you have to do is cut it apart, put it all together. It's amazing. But wait, there's more, right? Um, so this is just one of 3 different kits. And I did have a couple of extra pieces left over from this kit that I didn't cut out in the fussy cuts, but I do still have these prints here. These are all from the rustic sunflower page prints. And these can be made into journal pages. You can cut them up into tags, all of that. So this one I think is one of my favorites. So this is available as well in the prints. This would be so good added in. Just beautiful designs, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. So that's available as well. And then, as if that wasn't enough, because, you know, why, you know, look at this one. This is the rustic sunflower ephemera. And I'll probably be doing this in another video just because this one's going quite long. But this one has another envelope. It has another envelope with pieces that go in it. It has this beautiful print. We've got these really fun, beautiful large tags. It is actually, let me pin it for you. Are you wanting the paper, the pages? Let me pin it for you, my friend. And there you go. There's the one with all the paper or the pages. The 15 pages is right there. This one has, these could be belly bands. They could be bookmarks. So it has all these strips here. We have pockets galore in this ephemera kit. There's pockets galore with this one. So fun. And we've got some tickets. This could be a really cute belly band. I think that's what I'm going to plan on doing with these tickets, is making it into a belly band. And then look at all these little tinies, you guys. These littles. So the kit, okay, so we have 3 different selections, okay? There is the one I'm showing right now, which is the rustic sunflower ephemera. Okay, the rustic sunflower ephemera. The one that I made earlier in the video, this one here, you guys, this is the rustic sunflower journaling kit. That's what this one is, the rustic sunflower journaling kit. This is the ephemera, and then we also have available the pages, which is what is pinned at the bottom of the screen right now. So I'm showing the ephemera one right now, but all of these coordinate. They're all with the same prints, the same look. Thank you so much for buying out of the bin. So here are little tags to go at the top of your pages and your, like, look at how pretty this is going to be. Let me grab one. Let's see. I want to do this one here. Okay, so this one here, right? And then I'm going to take this and put that at the top. How awesome is that going to be? Like, so good, you guys. So good. It's got cute little cutouts, another key, some bees. in there, another mason jar, some more tickets. And then this is a little, oh, let me get these out of the way. These pieces here go together and make a little envelope that you can put onto your journal. Okay, that has a little instruction there. You know what? There's a few these pieces here, like these, and the where is it? Let me see. Like this stuff here. This is Fussy Cuts, you guys. These are Fussy Cuts. So yes, they do need to be fussy cut out. I am working on hopefully getting a scan and cut, you guys. How amazing will that be? These 3 tags right here are going to be going with this envelope right here. It's going to go, those are what tucks into those 3 slots right there. And then just some more beautiful cards and just pieces that you can use. There we go. Hey, you know what? Message me, my friend, and we can talk about it, because I'm not a fussy cutter myself, you know, like it's not really my thing, but if you want these beautiful things, you got to fussy cut sometimes. So this comes in the ephemera kit, and then but this one is, like I said, this is so much fun. This all came from that one junk journaling kit, and I'm obsessed with it. I cannot wait to do more with this set, you guys. I just don't want to be on for forever with you guys doing this, but check back and bookmark my shows, because I will be coming back on and putting this together. So I have not pinned it yet, but it is there. Let me go in here and pin the ephemera. Here's the ephemera, you guys. This is the ephemera kit that I just showed. I just pinned that at the bottom. It comes with all of this. It is 12 sheets of paper that makes all of this beautiful ephemera. And I did go and I cut it all out and I inked all the edges already for this set. And this probably will be what I put together in my next craft with me video. I haven't set up for tomorrow. I probably will actually come on tomorrow. Sometimes I move my shows around just because my life gets a little crazy, but I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow, y'all. So I probably will come on tomorrow. I'll probably put this piece together because, like I said, I'm so excited about this set. It's just turned out so beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but here's an idea, you guys. I'm gonna just put this out there, okay? I'm gonna leave these kind of set here so you can see the colors, and I'm gonna show you guys some of my thoughts on these, okay? I have some other prints that are in my bin as well. And these are not part of this set, but they were ones that I thought, oh, this could coordinate really, really well with this look. If you wanted to go not just a sunflower look, but if you wanted to use the sunflowers with something else. One of those is my school prints, you guys. This is like old-fashioned school. And look at how cute this is. This would be amazing with these sunflower prints. I think this would coordinate so good together. You could really build a really cute journal with the 2 sets together. So this is the school prints. So that's one idea I had that I might use and do some of my daughter's school pictures with that. And another idea I had is Little Miss Crafty was just talking about how she's already got this kit and used it this past week. Is the summer fashion prints, you guys. This one, look at how good that coordinates together. This would be a really good one to add as well. And so I'm debating which direction I'm gonna go, but just absolutely gorgeous together. I think this would be so much fun to coordinate these two, put them together and make a really fun journal using both sets. So, yeah, check back. I don't know which direction I'm officially going to go, but I am leaning more towards this fashion one. I know I love them both too, so I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know which way I'm going to go. But this one's kind of like getting me, you know what I mean? So this probably will be the one I pick. Hey, my friend, how are you? I'm probably, yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to be doing that. But it coordinates so good with this. Like it almost feels like it was meant to be, even though they aren't necessarily made for each other, but they kind of are, right? So those are kind of my ideas of the direction I'm going with the possibility of these journals, you guys. Um, Here's the ephemera that's pinned at the bottom. Here's everything that comes with those 12 sheets that you get, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's a lot that you get to add into your journals, which is, just makes me so happy. Here is what I made today with the, let me pin the other set for you guys so you guys are getting an idea of what I'm talking about here. Oh, I found another cute little piece here. Boop. We'll just tuck that right there. Here is, I just pinned at the bottom. This is what I use to make this little kit that I just put together. So much fun. The only thing I really added in, besides, of course, like little bits of paper here or there, the only thing I added in extra was this piece of scrapbook paper here to make this little pocket. Otherwise, everything else comes in this kit that you guys are seeing. I added in, made a cute little paper pack here, stamped and stenciled. We've got this one here. Open it up and you've got your tag, your little pocket here. This one with the flip up. Got a little journal going on there. Open that up and you've got your tags. So that's all made out of this one kit already at the bottom of the screen there, you guys. And then let me share with you again the page kit, you guys. Let me pin that one here. Okay. So this is 15 full pages, you guys. And you can use them as a cover. It is 110 weight cardstock, okay? They are only printed on one side, but like I said, there's lots of things you can do for the other side to treat them. And because they are coming to you on 8.5 by 11, you can put these in your colored printer and print on the other side if you really wanted to. So that's an option for you as well. But like using thinner paper like dictionary and encyclopedia pages on them is a good thing to do. Hymnal sheets is a good additive on there. But here are the 15 different pages, prints that you can get. You can frame these, you guys. They're gorgeous. Make tags out of them. So many good things you could do with these because they're so good. You can definitely, butt them up together and glue them together. I probably would not do that in my journal unless I was going to use it as the front cover. That's the only time I probably would do two pieces of this 110 cardstock together. But you totally could do that. And but yeah, I love these prints, you guys. They go together so good. This one's probably my favorite. I'm absolutely in love with that watercolor look. So good. And and the nice thing is there is full size prints the in the journal kit, but they are not in this set. So you're not going to get a duplicate when if you get both kits. So that's really nice. Everything is going to be coordinating. Nothing's going to be duplicate. So like you'll notice here, like we have the yellow and the green. And let me grab this other yellow and green that I have in here. I think, yeah. So like this green, the print is bigger than this green. And then this yellow is bigger than this yellow, and they're a little different in hue. So you're not getting duplicates. You know, everything is one of a kind on its own, and just will coordinate so well together. And if you got all three kits together, you definitely would have enough to make a full journal on its own. Get yourself a composition book and just boom, bang, put it all together. It'd be amazing. But if you add in, like I was saying, you add in one of the other sets of prints, and you could totally have yourself an amazing journal. Hold on, fashion. Let me find the fashion one and get that pinned for you guys so you guys could see what I'm talking about. Here is the fashion one that I'm probably going to put with mine, just because it's kind of giving me all the feels to go with this. It's not meant to go with it, but to me, it just feels like it does. You know what I mean? Isn't it gorgeous, Little Miss Crafty? I mean, it's so good, you guys. This one's so good. And there's another thing to think about is we find those old sewing patterns with the paper. It's thin, it's awesome. Those would be so good on the back side of these prints, you guys. To add that dimension and that difference in color. So like this one even has like a little bee there. It's just perfect. I can't say enough. But we also have the option of putting in the school days one or the school one, which is equally as good. It looks really good with this set as well. Let me pin this. Oh, where'd it go? Come back. Sometimes this thing wants to just do its own thing. Like it picks something else and not what I want. Okay, there we go. Is that pinned? Yeah, okay. So this one again, those really good blues and yellows with this one. So good, y'all. So good. Old fashioned school. And this could be so cute for anyone's back to school pictures or, someone that's graduating, someone that is a teacher. Awesome prints, you guys. I'm in love with them, and I hope you guys are too. So you guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day because that took a little while. It took a little while. I think I'm gonna come on tomorrow, you guys, with you, and hopefully you guys will come back and join me. But I think I'm gonna come back on, and we're going to add to this journal kit that I put together today. And we're going to do this one. We're going to do the ephemera kit. We're going to put this ephemera kit tomorrow together tomorrow, you guys, and keep adding to this journal look and see what kind of fun we can make with this one. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys hanging out, buying out of my bin, hopefully bookmarking my upcoming shows and following me. And oh my goodness, hello, Indy. How are you? Vanessa. Okay, you guys, before we go, let's just do this just because I love to do this. If you guys are a seller on the platform, drop your emoji in the chat so everybody knows to go follow you. Yeah, you guys, let's support each other and all the things. Vanessa, I just finished. I've made some beautiful things this morning or this afternoon. I was working on my prints And I made these amazing, cute little journals here, or pieces to a journal. I know. You know what though, Vanessa? I have a YouTube page. It is the same name, Four Hearts ABCs, and you can totally go back and watch me make this if you missed it. So, but tomorrow I'm gonna go on and do another part to this because I have 3 different kits that all coordinate, and I'm loving them. So, yeah, isn't this adorable? Like, so fun. I don't know, like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, but it turned out amazing and I'm super happy with it. So, okay, you guys, I love y'all. Thank you guys for joining me today. And have a blessed rest of your Sunday. It's sad to think that the weekend is almost coming to an end. Let's go see who else is on. Who can we raid? Who can we bless? And see who else is doing something that we might just totally enjoy. Um, let's look and see what everyone has going on today. Do, do, do. Okay, this person, let me see. Let me see. All right, let's go see. Oh, Amanda Key Crafts. Okay, hold on. Let me go find him. Hold on. Let me go look. Let's do that. Hold on. Let's find him. Da, 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 da. Oh, there she is. Let's go see her. Thank you so much for helping me out, little Miss Crafty. Let's go see this friend, guys. Bye, guys.